Will the meeting please come to order? Adequate notice of this meeting as required by the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975 has been provided by a notice published in the Home News Tribune on December 28, 2019, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal complex on January 5th, 2020. And this meeting will be done by Zoom, and you can look on the website how to access it. At this time, I'd ask everyone to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic which stands
one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Lillian, roll call.
Chairwoman Ruggieri,
Present.
Vice Chair Pippola,
present.
Mr. Corrett,
Present.
Councilmember Coyle, not present yet. Mr. Soltesz,
Present.
Mr. Peasy,
Present.
Mr. Sandelsky,
Here.
Mr. Singh, Mr. Danielle,
Here.
Mr. Reeder, not yet. Attorney Rubin,
Here.
Attorney Rubin,
Here.
okay. Okay, Mr. Bignell,
Here.
Mr. Carley,
Here.
And again, please put your background noise on mute if you're not speaking. All right, we have acceptance of minutes. There are none. Hopefully everyone can hear me with the mask on. Does it sound okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. Resolutions, there are none. Old business, there's none. New business, P5223, Federal Business, 100 Clover Place, Block 395, Lot 23.02.
Good evening, Stephen Tripp on behalf of the applicant. We're having a problem. Our surveyor, our expert, cannot get on. The link that was sent to her is not working. So Amanda Curley is on the phone with her now, trying to troubleshoot, but she's unable to get on. So,
What's her name?
Yorka. Yorka,
No, I'm here. I do not see you, Martha. No.
we're waiting to see if she can get on, but whatever link was
Can you
sent
see
to her.
me now?
We can see you.
Where?
Okay, good, finally.
Hey,
Yarka.
Good.
She's me too.
It says Amanda Curley because she's using Amanda's link. But that's, okay,
Perfect.
excellent. Okay, so this application is for a subdivision. It's a large tract in Raritan Center. It's over 165 acres. And what we're proposing to do is subdivide off the wetlands area and to create a developable lot. And I'll have Yorka sworn in, and she can just briefly review what we're proposing. There's no variances. There's no development that's proposed. This is just to create two lots for, one lot for future development and one lot to contain the environmentally sensitive property.
Madam Chair, just recording Joe Quill is here, present.
Okay, Lillian, you heard?
yes, thank you. And Mr. Singh is present too, and Mr. Reeder.
Yep,
Sorry, I had technical difficulties.
you're not
That's
the
okay.
only one. Okay, so we should have Yorka sworn in.
Mr. Rubin?
Do you solemnly swear affirm testimony about to give us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name and spell it for the record.
Jaroslava Bonder, Jaroslava Bonder, Bonder.
Mr. Tripp, you may begin to qualify the witness.
Certainly. Can you just briefly advise the board of your qualifications, your professional background, and the firm that you're affiliated with?
Yeah, I'm a licensed land surveyor. I've been in business for a long time. I am head of department of surveying with Paul Sokolowski and Sartor, engineering firm in Warren, New Jersey. I testified before this board about a year ago for another federal business property. And
Are you licensed in the state of New Jersey?
I'm licensed in state of New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut.
And how many years have you been practicing surveying?
35.
Thank you. And
We'll
you've
accept your
testified.
expert.
Yep, you've testified before this board, correct?
Yes,
Thank you.
May 2019, actually.
Thank you. We're offering Yorka as a licensed surveyor.
Okay, we'll accept you as an expert in your field.
Thank you very much. Yorka, do you just want to briefly describe the property we're talking about and the size of the property and the property location?
Sure. It's a block 395, lot 23.02, which is it's about 165 acres. It's located in a Raritan River Revitalization District. It borders on the Woodbridge Township boundary. And a lot of this property is actually wetlands, and the application is to create 2 individual lots. One which will accomplish just the wetlands, and one clear site for the development. Proposed lot 101, which is really the remainder of the lot 2302, will be 153.057 acres. And the lot number 2, it's 11.946 acres and contain 3 wetlands areas that are approximately 4 acres.
And both lots conform to the township
Yes.
ordinance, correct?
Yes, correct. No variances are required.
And when we're not seeking approval of any particular development, when the applicant is ready to develop the larger lot, they will come back before this board, correct?
Correct.
In terms of the approvals we need, you filed with the Middlesex County Planning Board?
Correct. Yeah, I'm dealing with Middlesex County. There are issues with the access, but we sort it out. Yes.
So you're working with the county. You got an initial review with the county, and you're working out the details?
Correct. And I'm anticipating to get the review letter.
Thank you. We've reviewed the reports. There's really no requirements in the reports that we have any issue with. Basically, is that it would be subject to all other agency approvals, and that's about it. So there's really no comments that we feel we need to address unless Mr. Carley or Mr. Bignell has anything.
I have nothing.
Okay, Mr. Carley?
Madam Chair, we issued a letter at the end of last week. The subdivision, as has been described, conforms. There's no relief sought. There's no construction proposed at this time, and so our letter is pretty vanilla.
Did that thing ever come to the corner again?
Does anyone have any questions? I mean, I do see that Mr. Bignell had requested testimony relative to the substantial detriment to the public good.
Only if there's a variance. There's no variances.
That was if we were requesting variances, but we are not.
Right.
Got it. Okay. So at this point, it's appropriate to open the public portion. And I've been instructed, do I push this button here?
No, if anybody from the public would like to speak, they can raise their hand through the app or on their phone, hit *9.
Please hit *9 if you would like to speak.
Having seen nobody request to speak, I make a motion we close public portion.
No, somebody did. Suraj Bagati. Forgot.
Oh, someone did? Okay.
I'm going to let him in to speak.
Yep. So do I press?
Nope, you just speak to him.
Okay.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a fellow resident in the Edison Township in North Edison. I'm just curious about this project that's happening right now. Is it, which firm is seeking approval? In case it coincides with the firm that built my development, I may have some feedback to provide.
This is the next application. That's not about federal business.
Yeah, this is Federal Business Centers. It's an industrial developer in Edison.
What's the name of the firm?
Federal Business Centers.
What's the name of the construction company that's seeking approval?
Federal Business Centers is the developer that is seeking the subdivision approval.
And what's Markham's involvement over here?
No, it's not this project.
That application has been carried to the next meeting. I think the board secretary can indicate that.
Okay, I guess, and that would be June 30th then?
Yeah, if I may intercede here, this is Michael Rubin, the board attorney. That application will be adjourned once called, and the explanation will be put on the record as to why. And it will be adjourned till the July meeting.
Okay, then I guess I'll join then. I was more interested in that application. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else from the public? What was it, *9? *9? Okay.
See that there's no
Having
other,
seen- Okay.
let's make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Okay, do I have a second? All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Mr. Reader, did you have something that you wanted to say?
No, I just said aye.
Okay. And that's why,
Madam Chair, this is Dennis Pipla. I'd like to make a motion to grant preliminary and final approval for this application with the following conditions. First, adherence and acceptance to all recommendations and comments made by our consultants, as outlined in Mr. Bignell's memo dated June 2nd and Mr. Carley's memo dated June 12th. And finally, adding the proviso that no changes can be made to these conditions upon approval without returning to this board to seek our approval of such changes.
Madam Chair, I'd like to second that motion.
Okay. Ms.
Okay.
Ruggieri?
yes to approve for preliminary and final.
Mr. Pippola?
Yes.
It's actually a minor, just point of correction, it's a minor subdivision.
Mr. Correct?
Yes.
Member Boyle?
Yes.
Soltez?
Yes.
Mr. Peasy?
Yes.
Mr. Sandelsky?
Yes on the motion.
Mr. Singh? Mr. Singh?
He needs to be unmuted.
Yes, on the motion.
Okay, we got him.
Mr. Danielle?
Yes.
Mr. Reader?
Yes.
This application is approved for minor subdivision.
I just want to confirm what Mr. Tripp said. This is, rather than preliminary and final, this is just minor subdivision. There's no preliminary and final on a minor.
Yes, I apologize.
That's okay.
I know better.
No problem. We're just, this is an experience for all of us here.
Okay. We're on to the next application, which has been adjourned. It's P5221, Markham Developers, 807 through 815 Wood Avenue, Block 500, lots 9.A, 9.B, and 10. Now, is Mr. Tripp the same attorney, or?
Yes. Just so everyone understands, Lillian got contacted, I guess today, from an attorney representing an adjacent property owner who sought to object to the application. The attorney submitted a letter which asserted that a variance was required, and rather than resolving this in a Zoom meeting and the difficulties that might arise as a result of that, Mr. Tripp spoke to his client, and through conversations with me and with the objector's attorney, thought it best that we carry this to July with the hope and expectation that we'll all be in a room on that date.
And additionally, just my client has been speaking to the objector directly, and they're going to sit down and see if they can work out their differences in the interim.
Good. What is the objector, Steve? This is Len Sandowski. Is the objector claiming that there's variances required, even though they're saying there's none?
He is. Mr. Rubin and I have looked at it, and we don't necessarily agree, but we don't want to, we decided it was better to give them time to work out the details. And if there has to be a determination made on that issue, it would better be made at a public hearing live as opposed to a Zoom hearing.
Right, okay.
But we don't agree with the objector's position, but I'm not going to elaborate because the objector is not present and it's not before the board tonight, but we don't agree, just for the record.
Okay. And there was one member from the public that wanted to, the meeting is being carried, so hopefully he's watching right now. The next meeting is July.
I think I looked it up, the 13th.
That's my understanding, July 13th.
Right, 13th. But they're going to renotice also.
They are going to renotice.
Right.
Okay.
That's because it's not going to be a Zoom meeting, it's going to be an actual hearing, so an abundance of caution will renotice rather than just carry it.
Okay. All right, so on our agenda then, finals, there are none. Miscellaneous, we have here comments and recommendations, R.737-12-2019, investigate an area in need of redevelopment known as 76 National Road, Block 50, Lot 14.B. And this is on the revised agenda for today.
Get to make a motion.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we have Bignell Associates look into this and do a report for us.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second. That's South Easy. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Okay, the next one, R.497-2000, I'm sorry, 09-2019, investigate an area in need of redevelopment known as 55 Parsonage Road, Block 690, Lot 3 and 5.
Yeah, Madam Chair, once again, I'd like to make a motion that we have Bignell Associates get a report to us for this area redevelopment.
Madam Chair, I'd like to second that motion.
Who was it then, second?
Sal.
Sal, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
And the last one, R.651-11-2019, 20, 2019, investigate an area in need of redevelopment known as Meadow Road Environmental Protection Agency, known as Block 394, Lot 2.
Madam Chair, once again, I'd like to make a motion to have Bignell Associates do a report on this for us.
Madam Chair, I'd like to second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks for the work.
Okay. Any comments from the public at this time? And again, that was Star.
Shut down, run out of time. No comments.
No comments from the public?
Make a motion that we close public portion.
Second.
Okay. If there are no
Madam
other
Chair.
comments,
Madam Chair,
Mr. Quill?
I just had the
Yes,
exact
Mr.
address of Meadow Road, please.
What's the address of Meadow Road? I'll be sending out all the resolutions to you tomorrow. But
We
the
just have
address-
on the, we just have block 394, lot 2 on there, that's it.
Okay, I'll wait tomorrow. Lillian, that's fine, thank you.
Well, it says Meadow Road Environmental Protection.
That's got to be old Timbuk, no?
Yeah, it's old GSA property. Federally owned property. It's a Paper Street Meadow Road, and it's just vacant land.
And did everyone hear that, or?
I heard, thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. All right, so hopefully we'll be seeing everyone in July. Stay safe, be well, and
Good night.
good night. Time to
Good night.
Motion to adjourn.
Good night.
Motion to adjourn, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
So moved.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes, right?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and I'll gavel again. All
Always stay. Keep on off.
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.